Hello, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Happy summer solstice, Litha, on the northern hemisphere, and happy Yule and winter solstice to those in the southern hemisphere. We are now dancing with the exchange of seasons. For us here in the northern hemisphere, for the summer solstice, we are officially winding down our waxing part of the year, waxing being the time from Imbolc, or actually from winter solstice, as our light was increasing through Imbolc to spring equinox, Beltane, to where we are right now, the summer solstice. Our days were getting longer. So on this day, Wednesday the 21st of June 2023, we are experiencing around the world the shortest day of the year in the southern hemisphere, but in the northern hemisphere, the longest day of light. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, and the area that I am located in will be having 15 hours, just about, I think it's 14 hours and 45, maybe 52 minutes of sunlight. That is probably the longest that I've seen sunlight since I was living up in British Columbia. So it's nice to be outside come 9 o'clock and it's still light. So take this time for the summer solstice here in the northern hemisphere to give thanks for the light, the life force, the energy, the vitality that the sun has given us during the last 6 months of the year. And now in the latter half of this year, we are starting to wane. We won't notice it immediately. The days will start getting slightly shorter by the minute, and this will be increasing when by the time we get into Lammas, which is August 1st, Lunisad. We'll start seeing these days getting a little bit shorter, and our nights starting to gain a little bit, while in the southern hemisphere they are getting the reverse. By the time we hit Yule, winter solstice, they will be at the peak of their summer. So I want to give mention to that because I know there is some confusion with the equator and where summer ends, summer starts, spring starts, fall ends and starts, so on and so forth. So it's just the reverse of energy. So again, to all those in the southern hemisphere, welcome to Yule. Your days are going to get longer in the coming months. Okay, so again, there's the dance, the exchange between the Holly King and the Oak King. The Oak King welcomes in the spring from Yule, welcomes in the season of longer days, and now we are going to be, by fall, particularly around Samhain, we start bringing in the Holly King. The Holly King represents the waning time of the year. And primarily the Holly King is pretty prominent during the fall and winter seasons of I'm forgetting the name right now, right off the top of the bat. Anyhow, it'll come to me in a moment. Mabon. We'll go Mabon, Samhain, and then Yule. Those are the three that represent the energies for fall. So our summer celebration will be today, Litha, June 21st, Lammas, and then we start welcoming the fall season with Mabon. So the reading that I have here, as I do for the larger changes of the season, the greater change of season, such as the spring equinox, summer solstice, winter solstice, fall equinox, is I do a spread to cover the next 3 months. Okay, So astrologically for summer, we are going into July. July is represented, for me, it's represented by the sign of Cancer. August, Leo, okay? And then that month we are in celebration of Lughnasadh. It's the first of 3 harvest seasons. The 3 harvest seasons are Lammas for August 1st, our fall equinox, Mabon, which is September 21st, 22nd. And then Samhain represents the 3rd harvest season, which is the culmination of that time period of harvesting, reaping everything that we have been focusing on, and giving back, sharing, and also setting aside some of the resources, some of the knowledge that we've gained during the waxing spring summer season. Okay, we save this energy, we hold on to it as resources during our winter months. But we also share it with others. We share our abundance with everyone. So this is how I'm going to break these 3 months. There's going to be 3 cards. This here's the Wildwood Tarot. I'm going to pull 2 cards. All these 3 cards, and this is the Witch's Oracle. This will be our focus for the reading for each month for July, August, September. And the 2 cards I pull for each of these months will represent the overall direction that we need to work on with the focus and the guide of the Witch's Oracle. Okay, so here it comes, me wiping down these glossy cards, and unfortunately the light here really picks it up, so I gotta clean this off because it just annoys me. So I'm going to shuffle here. This is our Witch's Oracle. Okay, so again, this will be the focus. What's the key guide for the month of July, August, and September. Okay, I'm going to move this around to this side here. Okay. This is one of the few oracle decks that I have, but I do enjoy working with it. Okay. And one more good shuffle. Okay, thank you. And then here, the Wildwood Tarot. Calling in powers, the spirits of the north, east, south, west energies for this reading for the Litha season, Lammas, and tail end of summer, which will bring us into the early part of September. Okay, so I'm just going to go from the first card. Okay, again, this is our reading here for the month of July, representing Cancer. I'm going to pull from the top for our conscious state, and here on the bottom, this is our subconscious, the underlying issues that relate to the conscious state, the external realm and the inner realm. Okay, so let's see where our guide is for the month of June, or of July for Cancer. Wand. Okay, I'm going to flip these over and then I will bring them up. I've got 4 of stones, protection. Okay, and Page of Vessels. Very nice. Okay, so here for our month of July, okay, representing Cancer. Okay, And we should do this all the time, regardless, but focus here is intention. Okay, so remember all the work that has been done during the waxing time of the year, the last 6 months, from Yule all the way to where we are right now with the summer solstice. Think about the direction, what has manifested, what you have learned, what you have let go of during this time. What's the next step? What's the direction of what has been manifested or what has not been done yet? What's the next step that needs to be done? Okay. And here we have the tool of the wand. We have crystals on either side, and we have the pentacle or the pentagram. Pentacle is with the circle and around it to enclose that energy to represent wholeness. But here we have the pentacle, or the pentagram, sorry, standing on its own. Okay. And so when we work with this energy, we're calling in all of these forces, pointing to the north, to the east, southwest, or if you want to go in the direction of the pentacle. Okay, whatever your intentions are. Okay, focus on that. We have here the feather. The feather is the energy tool that sends it off. Okay, these are energizers, the crystals. We have wood, and we have inscriptions, sigils that you can put into your tool. You could do this also with a candle. Okay, this is fiery air movement. That's what a candle is. Candle is actually, with the exception of water, but water is part of the process of creating the candle, so we can say that a candle is all 4 elements. The earthy aspect of the candle is the form itself of the candle. The fire is obviously the flame, and the air is what keeps that flame moving. Okay, so if you don't have a tool like this, you can still use a candle and use your gaze and focus from inside out to the intentions that are most important for you. Remember July for the month of Cancer. Cancer is feminine energy. It is nurturing, maternal, it is healing, it is also protective. It is very sensitive. Okay, so if Cancer feels like it's being attacked, the sign Cancer is being attacked, it will protect itself. Okay, and it will protect itself in many ways. It could defend the feelings that may be may have been put into question. Okay, so if Cancer and intentions come from a place more of feminine, caring, more compassion when putting your intentions. We can put it out there and say we want something, but let's go beyond the external side of that way of bringing in this energy. Let's go more internal. Okay, intuitively, let's use this tool to the best of one's ability. Okay, so the focus for July, Cancer, is intention. How we use intention. Understand the word of intention. What does it mean to you? Okay, these 2 cards that I have here, protection. Okay, I've got here 4 of stones. Okay, so we have the deer. Remember what I was saying about the shell of Cancer? Protection of one's feelings and whatnot, being defensive. Here, with protection, I'm feeling with this card, it is protecting, but there's nothing dangerous happening in this environment. The environment's very still. So for me, this Four of Stones for protection in relation to intention of this card here. It's relating more to seeing what has been processed. What work have you been doing in the month of July? Okay. What's the intention? And just take a moment to step back and see how it's forming. Okay. Intention should be clear. It should be written out. It should be felt internally, and it should be expressed externally. Okay. Intention is almost precise. Okay. You have to be very clear in what you want and how you're going to get it. So the protection aspect of this is literally the way that we are using this tool, directing the forces that we need. We need to be protective of that. We can't be frivolous and, you know, being careless with this. This is something that's very important. So protection for me is the way that you are using your energy to work towards your intention. Okay. And feel from inside how things are moving. Here, Page of Vessels, the otter. Okay, the otter is a very playful creature. It can live on land, but primarily it's a water creature. And so it is good here with the Page of Vessels as we spend time exploring our emotions and feeling how things are changing and how we are directing this energy. It's also good to take a step outside. This is very similar here to the Four of Stones. Okay. How we are directing this energy. Okay. But again, also to see how it is shaping. Look at this energy from the outside in. The Page of Vessels. This is a new experience for you. Okay. And so be playful. Enjoy the process. Okay. Don't be controlling over this. Intentions, manifestations are things that you take charge of. Okay. But you cannot control. Taking charge of an intention is done at the moment before it is released. Okay, you are clear, you are in control of what you want to put this energy towards bringing what you need in your life. But once it's out there, let it go. Don't control it. Don't bring that wand back out and go, oh no, you're going the wrong direction. Let it go. So that's why it's really important to be clear with what you want. You know, those 3 wishes that the genie grants to you when you rub that magic lamp, you got to be careful with the wording. Okay? You don't want to go off and be, again, frivolous and careless with what you are trying to bring into your life. Okay? And the same goes for releasing. Okay? Be very careful with what you want to let go of. Okay? Make sure it is something that is no longer of use. And I feel once something is no longer of use, do not bring it back in. It is gone. You've already had that experience, and it's time to move on from it. Okay? So use the wand. Use the energy of the wand, the candle, the gaze. Visualize, internalize, and then externalize those forces to bring what you need to release what you no longer need. Okay, so that's for the month of July for Cancer. Okay, so let's go into fiery Leo. Okay, Leo is of strength, courage, bravery, fearlessness, playfulness. They rule the heart. Okay, the heart is also the Achilles tendon for the Leo. It takes things with great pride from the heart, but it can also take a hard hit. So let's see for the month of Leo. Okay, this is going to be our oracle card. Let's see what we have here. I may have to move that aside. Okay, let's see what we got here. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay, I'm just going to pull from the top. Okay, and then let's see here. Okay, for August. Quick shuffle. This cardstock is getting very worn here. I was hoping this deck would be a little bit easier to shuffle the more I used it, but it's a thicker cardstock. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Top card, bottom card, like I was saying here. Conscious, subconscious, conscious, subconscious. Okay, so let's see where the bell. Very good. Time to wake up. Bow, sparked, nice. Okay. This seems like a very in-line reading for the month of Leo. Okay. So here, let's start with the bell. Okay, awakening. Now this is adorable because behind this fairy is a field of bluebells. And so I could say maybe this is a bluebell fairy because we have the top of the flower of the bluebell just on top of his head. And we also have our bunny here, okay, for fertility, awakening. And of course we have our symbol here representing our energy of air. And we also have either the dawning of the day or the setting of the day. Okay, it's time to be aware. This is for the month of August for Leo. Okay, let's put more awareness into what's going on. I want to relate these cards here all together. Okay, we're working on intention. Okay, we need to not be blind to our focus, our dedication. Okay, I think it's a good idea if you do have or if you don't have, is just to have bells nearby. Okay, bells are used for clearing energy and for clearing space. And by just a quick jingle, that's my witch's bell with the key on it, that I use sometimes for readings. I always tend to have this for my solstice and equinox readings. The awakening here is just the awareness of what's happening within ourselves. Okay, there's a lightness to it. There's a bit of a jolliness into this card that I feel, and bit of, again, playfulness. I mentioned one of the characteristics of Leo is playful, childlike perspective on things, and I think it's good to keep things light during the month of Leo. For August, okay, we're heading towards the end of the summer at this point. This is almost like the last hurrah of our summer. You know, this is a playful time. It's a time of vitality. Leo is ruled by the sun, and I forgot to mention Cancer is ruled by the moon. So we have these opposing energies, but both working together because we go through the moon phases, and the moon is a reflection, especially the full moon, of the sun. So keep this in mind, the energy during the month of Leo, how we are spending our last month or two of summer, and what has shifted, what has changed within us, what has awakened the soul. And the direction we take with this here is with these two cards. The Ace of Bows, Spark of Life. Bows represents the energy of fire. So starting of something new. Okay. This energy shift, and I always feel, for me, August, the month of Leo, is always a powerful time for me creatively. I feel like this awakening card, the bell, is actually something that stirs creativity for me. I start feeling more inspired. And a reading that I did, or some readings I did with Jane the Seeker this past weekend, the key thing that kept coming up in the readings that we were doing with a few people was creativity. Okay, so if this spark of life, this is our conscious, let's start manifesting this. We have our intention. Okay, we're still focused on our intention, but maybe let's take a creative approach to how we want to receive what we need. Okay, take joy in it. Okay, which is our Three of Vessels. Enjoy the process. And if you're starting to see things develop and it's moving in the right direction, remember what I was saying for the first harvest season in August? Share it with others. Share your abundance. Share what you're starting to see begin to take form. Share it with other people. Okay? From our intention of the wand, that kind of energy from inside, things again are moving in August, month of Leo, the last full month of summer. Okay, and create this vitality of excitement for exploring something new, something that you've never experienced before. Challenge yourself, go outside of your own comfort level. Okay, time to explore. Okay, so I'm going to move this here because my table here is small. Okay, and let's go right into September. This will be for Virgo. Virgo is the last sign to bring in summer and to welcome in the early part of fall, but that's primarily Libra. So this card will be more representative of the last few weeks of Virgo before we go into the fall equinox, Mabon. So let's see what we have here. Okay, turn this downward. And okay, for Virgo, Virgo is Earth. Oops, I just got my two cards. They just flipped over on their own. Okay, so let's just backtrack here. For Leo, for August, it's ruled by the Sun. Cancer ruled by the Moon. Sun and Moon, they work together, fire and water energy. Okay, they are opposing forces, but they do work with each other because our Sun is our external self. what we are expressing outward, what people see on an everyday basis. Here is the inward. So everything that's being worked on and the intentions that are being focused on, protecting that energy and looking from the outside how it's moving, this is all going internal. This is all the internal work to take us into the month of Leo, where things are awakened, things are alive, vitality, and we start moving more in the realm of external expression. This is internal expression, external. We share it with people. We share what we are experiencing. Okay, and then Virgo is Earth. We got the Green Man. Very nice. Page of Stones. This is our conscious, our subconscious waters of life. This is a very, for me, I feel this is a very in sync reading here. We're going from the inside to the outward, and now we're in Earth. We're going to take all of these forces and we're going to create a stable foundation for ourselves. The Green Man. Who doesn't like the Green Man? It's growth. This is the result of the journey. This growth comes inward and outwardly. And it's cyclical. Okay, we have the Orphic egg and we have the snake protecting it. This is the birth. This is what we've been manifesting. Remember, we've got the protectiveness of that Four of Stones, the protecting energy of our intentions. And this is where it's forming. We have the deer in the background. We're seeing what the results are by doing the action, following through, bringing in the resources that we need to create the intention and to stir things up, to let go and bring in what we really need to fulfill ourselves. Happiness, letting go of heaviness. So the Green Man for the month of September for Virgo. Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury, so it's practicality, but practicality in the sense of being very meticulous, being very particular. Okay, you've done all this work. You have a right to be nitpicky about how everything has been molded, how things are shaping. This here is almost, for Virgo, I feel this is where we could start refining things. It's already taking shape. Okay, we're seeing the growth. So the Green Man for Virgo, being meticulous in what we need. Second card I have here, Page of Stones. Okay, this is our conscious, the links. So this is more, for me, the links is more of our primal side. The primal approach, how we naturally react towards what's developing, towards what we are seeing in our environment. This is heightened instinct because we've gained the knowledge, the experience from the month of Cancer, July, with this focus of the intention. Then in August, we're doing this externally, solar energy, celebrating. Okay, this is all shifting all around us, externally and internally, this energy, as we continue to experience many different facets of life. But here, this is primal. This is skilled intuitiveness. because at this point we know what is important and what we need to bring in. Okay. And I almost want to say at this point, if the skills are brought together in a very strong fashion, this almost becomes very natural. Okay. You can trust the feeling that you have about something. Okay. And know that your hunches were right. Okay. So fill with the month of September, and as we are moving more into the waning time of the year and getting ready for fall, and things are getting darker, we're going to start becoming a little bit more internal. Okay, trusting our inside feelings, our gut instincts. This could be the inner part of ourselves, and this is the instinct within ourselves that's coming out. It senses something, so it's revealing itself from within. Okay, our conscious side, our Ace of Vessels, the waters of life. So once we have this trust of the instincts here, for the month of Virgo, we can almost relax with our feelings. This is recycled emotions, out with the old, in with the new. But for me, this card here, the waters of life, is just that, just taking that moment to enjoy. We have a boat that's in the shape of a crescent moon. So all this work that's been done the last 2 months, July and August. September, we start seeing, it's almost like the harvest. We're seeing what has been grown. Okay. And enjoying it. Enjoying that movement. Savoring it. Okay. So there is refinement here in the month of Virgo, September, before we go into the fall equinox. These cards are leading up to our progression from summer to Lammas in August to our fall. So with these 3 cards in the next coming months, explore some different aspects of yourself. Challenge yourself. If you don't challenge yourself, you don't grow. And that's very important. August is the turning point. August is what we're revealing to people. What we want to reveal to people. What is already taking shape. And then here, when we get into Virgo, the month of Virgo, we start seeing the growth. We start seeing it externalized. And following our primal instincts. Primal instincts are things that are what's the word I'm looking for? It's a skilled intuition. You can trust it because you've based it on your experience of trusting your gut feeling and knowing that it's right. This is a shape-shifting part of our inner selves. The skill that we have when it comes to our primal animal instincts. And then, of course, here our conscious side. This is the external realm, but here in our internal realm. In doing so, trusting our inner self, we can know that whatever actions, whatever feelings we have, are in our best interest. It's healthy. It's healthy actions that were taken. Alrighty. So there you have it. Your reading for the last 3 months, from summer into, well, before fall. So the wand for Cancer for July, the bell, Ace of Bows, Three of Vessels, Spark of Life, Joy for Leo. Cancer, we have the Four of Stones, Protection, Otter, looking outside of ourselves, our emotions, to see how things are looking, how they're coming along. And then, of course, for Virgo, the Green Man. What has been attained, primal instincts, and the nourishing aspects of our emotions, healthy emotions. Alrighty, if you have any questions about this reading, feel free to let me know. You can leave them in the comments below. You can reach me if you'd like to do a reading for the summer solstice, a personal private reading. I am there for you if you would like. You can reach me through my website. All the information is in the description. Let people know of this channel. Let me know how you will be celebrating the summer solstice this year. And any changes, what you have planned for this year. Okay, so this is the Wildwood Tarot. And this is the Witch's Oracle. These are our guides, and these are the cards that tell us the work that needs to be done, or what the focus, how we take the focus of the oracle cards and how we manifest it into action. Alrighty, have a wonderful week, everyone. I will be back again soon. So this is your reading for summer solstice 2023. Have a wonderful summer, and I will see you all again soon.